It's wrong. Let me just give you an illustration. When I go out to eat with my wife, she constantly wants me to try her food. So, we go out to eat together, right? And we sit down, and I order my food, and she likes to vicariously enjoy food through me also. And I'm kind of telling her, like, hey, you enjoy your food, I'm going to enjoy my food. This is what I'm eating. But she's always like, oh, you got to try this. She always wants me to try her food. And I never want to try her food. I'm like, no, thank you. I'm happy with what I have here. No, thanks. Because here's the thing. If I try her food, let's say her food is inferior to my food. Well, you know what that means? I just wasted a bite on her food when I could have been eating my better food. Number one. But number two, if her food really is as good as she claims it is, if it's actually better, then what? So I can spend the rest of my meal wishing that I ordered that? Do you see what I'm saying? But you know what? I can just be as happy as a clam going to the restaurant, getting out the menu, ordering one that I like, and enjoying it, and being happy, and paying the bill and saying that was good. Without sitting around wondering what I could have had, or should have had, or didn't have. You see what I'm saying? It's the exact same thing. You know what? This is the way the world works, children. There's a menu, okay? You pick the one you want, and that's your entree, and you know what? That's all you get. For the rest of your life, that's what you ordered. I don't like it. Well, order better. Think about that before you ordered then. Don't order something stupid. You go to a restaurant and order something stupid, and then you want to complain about it. You ordered it. Okay? See, here's the thing. But here's what they want to do. They want to go around and sample 15 different things. It'd be like if we go to the restaurant, it'd be like let's just keep it simple. Let's keep it simple. Panda Express, all right? It's very simple. Let's say I go to Panda Express, and you know how they give you a free sample? Well, let's say I go down there, and I'm like, okay, I want to try that. All right, now let me try that. Okay, now I'm going to try that. All right, now I want to try this. Now let me try this. Now let me try this. Well, I just want to make sure I get the right thing. So I'm just going to try everything. You know what? By the time I've tried every single thing, I'm not even going to have an appetite anymore. Right? And then I finally find the one that I want, and I don't even have an appetite anymore. And then here's the thing about that is that, you try this one, this one, this one, this one. At least at Panda Express, you can order whichever of those you want. Like at Panda Express, you could try all 15 entrees and then say, okay, I'm going to pick the one I like the best, right? That's not the way it works when you're dating and whoring around, because you might be like, okay, now I want to go back to number 8. But number 8's gone. Number 8's married to somebody else now. So then you got to settle for number 11. But then you're thinking about how you wish you were actually with number 8. You really wanted that honey walnut shrimp. That's what you really wanted. But you had to settle for that, Kung Pao chicken or whatever. See, the point is, you can't win that way, folks. It's stupid. Or let's say you try them all, and then you're finally like, wow, turns out orange chicken really is the best menu item. Idiot, everybody knows that orange chicken is the best menu item. You have to, you could have just skipped the sample and just order orange chicken. Everybody knows orange chicken is the best item. See, you should have listened to your teachers. Listen to godly counsel from your parents and your pastor telling you orange chicken. And then you wouldn't have to go find out for yourself and reinvent the wheel, right? But anyway, the point is, let's say you go try all 15 of them, and then you're like, okay, I'll take orange chicken, right? Well, but now you have no appetite. You can't even enjoy the orange chicken as much as if you would have just ordered orange chicken with fried rice and chow mein, of course, on the side. But the point is, you've already killed your appetite. And that's what people are doing. They go out and they kill their whole appetite by just giving themselves whatever they want, just unbridled, sleeping around, and then they just kill their appetite. And then they wonder why they have problems in their marriage, why their marriage is screwed up. That's part of it. And I'm not trying to chastise people, and I don't want this to come across the wrong way. I'm not trying to chastise people who committed a lot of fornication. I'm not trying to chastise people who've committed adultery a long time ago, or people who got tattoos a long time. That's not what I'm trying to do. If you were the one who played around on the edge of the Grand Canyon, I'm not trying to chastise you. I'm glad you're alive. What I'm trying to do with my sermon this morning, and I don't want people to get offended, like, oh man, he said I was dirty. Look, Every cell in your body is replaced every 7 years, so hopefully you're cleaned up by now. But the bottom line is that I'm talking to the young people today. And you know what? If you're offended by it, your heart's not right with God, because you shouldn't want young people to go out and make the same mistakes you made. Like, Pastor, hurt my feelings. Hey, I'm talking to the young people who haven't screwed up yet, so that they could do it right. And you know what? The young people need to hear this preaching, because you know what? I heard this kind of preaching, and it gave me the fear of God. And we need this kind of preaching to counteract the devil's lies that says, oh, sample everything on the stupid menu. Wrong. You don't sample anything on the menu. You look at it. You look at it and you decide, this is the one, and you choose wisely. You don't just only choose by the appearance. Well, that's a shiny looking meat there. That's a shiny vegetable. No. You choose based on the content of the character. You know, you pick a young man who's actually going to be a provider. You pick a young man who actually loves the Lord Jesus Christ. You pick a young man who's actually going to be faithful to you, right? You pick a young lady that actually is a virtuous woman, not just, oh, she's gorgeous. Well, I'm glad she's gorgeous, but there better be something else there. There better be some content there. There better be some nutritional value there, not just a junk food of a person. Where did I leave off in the chapter? Does anybody remember? Verse 21, for the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings. His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. And here's the key phrase, verse 23, he shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. Look, if you don't listen to instruction, you're going to die. You will die. If you don't listen to advice, you're going to die in a car crash. You're going to die falling off that cliff. You're going to die from that STD. You're going to die from the murderous rage of the husband of the woman that you're committing adultery with. You're going to die. You're going to die. You're going to be eaten up. Your flesh is going to be consumed. Your soul is going to be damaged goods. Why? Because you didn't listen. You got to listen in church. And look, some sermons are more entertaining than others. Listen to all of them. Some preachers are more dynamic than others. Hey, listen to all of them. Incline your ear. Some parents might be more philosophical than others. Hey, listen to all of them. Listen to the people who are giving you godly wisdom and sound advice. Don't be a fool. Here's the conclusion of the matter. Flip over to 1 John chapter 2. We'll close on this, 1 John chapter 2. So we said, number one, stupid things that young people do. They have no regard for the future. Number two, they think they're invincible, so they play around with sin. Number three, they don't listen to advice because they think they know everything. These are the foolish mistakes that young people can make. So what's the conclusion of the matter? The conclusion for the young person is obviously to do the opposite of those 3 points and to seek the Lord now in the days of your youth. You must seek the Lord now when you're young. The Bible said in Ecclesiastes 11:10, therefore remove sorrow from thy heart and put away evil from thy flesh, for childhood and youth are vanity. Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. He says, look, you need to remember your Creator now, before the evil days come. And when the evil days come, you know how you're going to feel? He said, you're going to say, I have no pleasure in them of the years of your life. You're going to get to a point where you wish you were dead, is what he's saying. I mean, imagine getting to the point in your life where the years pass and you say, I have no pleasure in the years of my life. I'm ready to just die because there's no enjoyment. There's no enjoyment. Look, do you think that the heroin addict lives a life of enjoyment? Do you think that the whoremonger even enjoys those one-night stands anymore? I guarantee you that he gets to a point where he doesn't enjoy them at all. And you know what? I don't have to be stupid enough to go learn that from experience. I can just learn that from reading the Bible and from getting the experience of others who've gone down that dark path and understood that eventually it's just going to get to where they don't enjoy it at all. And you know, the godly Christian enjoys more intimacy with his wife than the whoremonger does with one night stand after one night stand. Now, I'm sure the first few times it's super fun and exciting. Why? Because that's the pleasures of sin for a season. You know, I'm sure it's just super fun and exciting the first time you go out and party and drink in the casino. But you know what? the end thereof. You got 70 years ahead of you, and you're going to have super fun college and then have a stupid life. Look, there are people that could stand up and testify. Obviously, we're not going to do this, but there are people who could stand up and testify and say, hey, you know what? I've suffered for years and years as a result of dumb decisions I made as a young person. I have suffered for a decade now because of the stupidity of my youth. I mean, I guarantee you there'd be all people all over the building who could get up and tell you that. All over the building. They would say, oh, yeah, I screwed up, and I'm still suffering. I'm still in pain, whether it's physical or spiritual or emotional or whatever.